Coming off the heels of Bristol, NASCAR takes the heat to Texas Motor Speedway for the running of the Samsung Radioshack 500. Hey there guys, Mikey here, and the NASCAR Thunder 2003 struggle continues in Fort Worth, Texas. This D-shaped oval is a bad fast track with narrow grooves that could prove for some intense racing, loose handling, and insane finishes. It's time to find out who will strike gold with the victory in the Old West. Now here's MRN.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Well, let's see how they'll line up for the start.
Starting out front are the Mark Martin Ford and the Ganassi Racing Dodge. Starting in row 2 will be the UPS Ford and the DuPont Chevrolet. In row 3 are the Caterpillar Dodge and the 46 car. In row 4 are the 101 car and the 48 car. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the Kellogg Chevrolet and the Citgo Ford. The 6th row has the 26 car and the Target Dodge. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. In the 8th row are the Alltel Ford and the Haviland Ford. In the 9th row, we have the Rubbermaid Ford and the 18 car. In the 10th row are the GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet and the Valvoline Pontiac. Starting the race from row 11 are the 27 car and the 83 car. The 12th row has the America Online Chevrolet and the Tide Ford. Starting the race from row 13 will be the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the 125 car. In row 14 we have the 15 car and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. Starting from row 15 will be the Motorcraft Ford and the 45 car. In the 16th row are the Sirius Satellite Radio Dodge and the 139 car. In the 17th row are the Team Rusty Ford and the Home Depot Pontiac. In the 18th row are the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the Kodak Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 19 are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. The 20th row has the 16 car and the 55 car. Starting the race from row 21 will be the 63 car and the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And finally, starting from the rear of the field will be the 98 car.
Well, there you have it, guys. There is our starting lineup for the Samsung Radioshack 500 here at Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go ahead and get this race underway as Mark Martin and Sterling Marlin lead them down to the line. Green flag is in the air and we're racing. First lap complete and already dropped back a couple of spots, but we're trying to get the run up under. Under the 25 car. Got into him a little bit. It's all right. Back up to 23rd. Right off the bat, we're kind of seeing that we are really tight on entry, despite us getting on the brakes pretty hard. Not a lot of straightaway speed, but yeah, we're really tight, and it looks like the car just kind of bites throughout the center of the turn, and then just drops down to the inside line. So we're gonna have to be very, very wary about that. Yeah, we're just really tight coming into the turns. The field just seems like they can get in so much deeper than we can. And we can't drive it in that deep. Yeah. Ooh, gosh. Contact with Bill Elliott. Comes Kyle Petty to the outside. Bill Elliott with a big run. Well, Elliott. Dive bombing. Okay. Oh, contact! Okay, everyone seems to have made it out of there. Everyone made it out. So we gotta be careful about that, because the car seems to want to just, it's tight on entry, and we're sliding. However, coming off of the turn, or center of the turn, it's gonna bite down, and then all of a sudden we'll have the grip. Ooh, gosh, see, just like right there, we're tight on entry, have the grip, and then it'll just bite and start turning. So we gotta be a little bit careful about that, so we don't wreck anyone who drives down to our inside, because that was almost catastrophic. Dropping back to the 32nd spot. 125 cars on our outside. I'm kind of using the apron to help us turn just a little bit, but because of that, we're still scrubbing off speed. Yeah, see, that car just will not get down to the bottom, and there it goes. It's like I've got it full tilt left, and then through the center of the turn, it just bites, and then it just shoots down to the bottom, and I don't want that to happen with somebody on my inside. Right, inside the 125, Jerry Nadeau. We made contact earlier on in the race. Get on the apron. That helped us a little bit. We didn't shoot way up the track. We're having a good battle back here with the 125 car. Side by side going into turns. Oh, yeah. Just cannot go in as deep as they go in. I feel like we have better drive off the corner. Maybe. I would have to test that. He is all over us. Yeah. So there we go. See, I had to compensate for it that time around, so I didn't spin him out. The car is just not handling well. These D-shaped ovals are tracks that you just need a good handling car. The speed helps. Obviously, we don't have much speed. Oh, I see there, it just bites and wants to drive down to the bottom, so I got to be really, really careful. Oh, man. Got into the loose stuff. Totally my fault that time. Got into the loose stuff, and then the car just didn't want to turn because it had no grip. So. But in a couple races, we're going to have a chassis upgrade, so that should help with our handling a lot. Here comes 139 down on our inside. All right, careful. Golly. It's just so hard to compensate for that.
Work a little harder. That lap was sort of slow.
Alright, that one wasn't so bad. But we had to slow down a lot. Yeah, it looks like we have some drive off. We have some... We just don't have that entry. That entry is so hurting us. We're going to have to loosen the car up a little bit, see if that helps. Yeah. Golly. Yeah, we got to loosen the car up. We got to loosen the car because we're starting to get tight off the turn now. If we're on the outside, we just can't make that work. So loosen the car up, maybe hopefully get us a little more grip. Can't get it down to the bottom. I didn't lock the brakes that time, but just can't get it down to the bottom when I need it to.
Come on now, you gotta kick it up a notch.
We really can't. We really can't. I mean, we're doing the best we can with this car. As ill handling as it is.
You can't win a race if there's no car to finish with.
My gosh. Yeah, tires are starting to wear, so I'm going to just drive this car a little bit differently now. Pit stop's already starting to happen. Oh boy. Sound like Steve Park had to lock him up in there.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
10-4. There's Casey Atwood to our inside.
Focus on your march, buddy. Okay, we're clear.
Here comes Casey Kane.
Fuel's getting low.
Casey Kane started last. Now up to 34th. Oh, but Casey is coming down pit road.
That lap was kind of slow.
We've got our way up to 19th, 18th, 17th.
Showing up on a car exiting pit road.
10-4. Trying to drive this car a little bit differently now. Especially now that we have worn tires. I overdrove that one. That one I got on the brakes a little bit too late.
Is there something wrong with the car? That lap was off your pace.
Yeah, we're definitely not hitting our practice and qualifying laps, but that's with old tires and a track where you really need a good handling car.
Car entering the track ahead. Be careful.
Alright. Does that mean Casey's coming into the pits? Alright, let McMurray by. Casey is coming into the pits, okay.
Car ain't gonna run much longer. You need fuel.
Yep, low on fuel.
The leader's gaining a couple of tenths a lap on us.
Oh boy. This is stressful. There goes Steve Park to our inside. Alright, easy, 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 easy.
Keep an eye out.
Golly, just no grip. No grip. Let's go ahead and set up our pit options. Yeah, we're taking that down. Taking that down. Full tank. I'm wondering if I should make a gamble. I'm going to try to stay out long enough to see if I can take 2 tires. Oh boy. I know they'll last. I'm a little bit concerned.
All clear, buddy.
But I'm going to stay out as long as I can. Front 2 tires are in the red. I don't know, guys. It's a heck of a gamble, but we're up to 7th. I need some good finishes. Fuel tank almost empty. A caution would help so much right now. A caution would help so much. Golly, this is just insane. Caution is out! Caution is out. Unbelievable.
Okay, time to go.
Oh boy.
There's about 6 seconds ahead.
It looked like... Whoa, Tony Stewart around in the grass. Oh, and he gets clobbered by Jeremy Mayfield. Tony Stewart missed pit road. Tony Stewart misses pit road and collects Jeremy Mayfield. Tony Stewart is now out of this race. We're definitely pitting, but we're going to go ahead and take 4 tires. We are under caution now, so why the heck not? We're going to leave the wedge where it is. And yeah, bump the tire pressure up a little bit. Maybe 1 PSI or leave it where it is. You know what? We got a short run. So let's just go ahead and leave the tire pressure where it is. At least we'll have the grip for a few laps. A short run car. We actually led a lap. How about that? Yeah, we should be restarting with 10 to go. How about that? The waiting paid off, and we got a caution. I don't know where this is going to place us, and I don't know how many cars are going to be on the lead lap after this. Okay. Alright, good pit stop. Good pit stop, pit crew. They were actually done within a reasonable time. Okay, we're restarting 6 on the outside lane. Green flag back in the air.
About 1.5 off the leader. Clear on both sides.
There are not many cars behind us. It goes Kurt Busch flying by.
Number 97, top 5. Clear.
Alright, so we're not shooting up the track as much. Yeah, we're turning a little bit more now. We still do have that problem where we're shooting down to the bottom of the track, center of the turn.
The 2 car is still there.
But yeah, see, we're not shooting up the track as much. We still do have a little bit of bite towards that turn. And I said that better handling is going to come with a better chassis setup. Or better... Once our RD comes in, we'll have better handling on the car. At least a little bit better handling. There's Terry Labonte around us. We may be the last car on the lead lap. There's Jimmy Spencer. Michael Waltrip going around us. Ward Burton all over our back bumper. I'm expecting a dive bomb here. Yep. We're 3 wide, 4 wide. I'm sorry. There's no room up there for me to move up, so I'm going to have to deal with that, Ward Burton.
Keep coming. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're just getting smoked on our outside right now. We just don't have the speed or the handling. Ricky Craven goes by. Ron Hornaday about to go by. I really like that Dr. Pepper scheme. I think that's Dr. Pepper. Oh, watch out. Don't get into Ward Burton.
Clear. We got some work left. The leader has about a 9-second
Not as much damage to the car as I thought there would be, so I guess I'm not hitting the wall as hard as I thought I was. Because even before I came into the pits, I didn't have anything in the red, and I kind of expected that to happen. There's Jamie McMurray around our outside. Jeff Green is down our back bumper. Robbie Gordon about to go by us. Yeah, we seem to be the last car on the lead lap, so I really don't want to fight these guys too much.
5, buddy. 5 to go.
5 laps to go.
30, top 5.
There's Steve Park driving around us. Yeah, the car's definitely holding the bottom a little bit better, but not
All clear, buddy.
as good as it could.
Number 1 is outside.
And because we've loosened the car up, we can't get back on the gas as quickly as I would really want to. I'm kind of like tapping the gas.
The 125 car is still
And that's why people are getting the run off the turns on us, because I'm not on the gas as much.
Still there. Okay, we're clear. The 125 car is up high. On your line. He's still there. Remember,
Okay.
125 is coming right.
Alright, getting a little bit of speed here. Little bit of speed. As we get inside of Steve Park, actually look like we're racing with these guys a little bit.
One car is still there.
Okay. Dive bomb by Kyle Petty. Ooh, boy, that was close. Easy, easy, easy.
Car high. We're catching him, buddy. Stay with him.
Easy. Easy.
Got one outside.
White flag is out. 1 to go for the leader.
Be patient. Fuel tank ought to be about half empty. Still there.
Fuel tank's at half. That's fine. One to go for us.
Okay, we're clear. Number one.
Gotta admit, this has been our luckiest race so far. As we're down the back straightaway for the final time, somebody has just won this race.
Got one down line.
125 goes down below us. That's fine.
The 125 car is still there.
And dare I say, we actually held the outside that time. How about that? And we're going to come home with a top 10 finish. Unbelievable, as Kevin Harvick is your race winner. He wins at Texas.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
And the 83 car got a top 10 finish in this one.
Of course, all these teams want to win every race, but a top 10 finish is still a great accomplishment at the racetrack.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Next up is Martinsville.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's that 4 wide situation. But, man, gotta be happy with the top 10, even though it was completely lucky. We did not have a top 10 car, but we got a top 10 finish. So, hey, there's skill and luck both get you good finishes in this race. Let's go ahead and check out our race stats. First time we don't have to travel very far. Kevin Harvick is your race winner. He wins the Samsung Radioshack 500 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Time of race 21:41. Average speed 137 miles per hour. Margin of victory 0.93 seconds with 8 lead changes and 1 caution for 2 laps. And winner's purse was a $245K, so not bad. So Kevin Harvick is your race winner. Good for him. But I'm just kind of excited that we did finish in the top 10. Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes in second, Ricky Rudd third, Dale Jarrett in fourth, Jeff Gordon in fifth. We are going to come home sixth. Mark Martin in seventh, Ryan Newman in eighth, ninth is Jimmy Johnson, and rounding out the top 10 is Bobby Labonte. Jeff Burton comes home 11th. 12th is Sterling Marlin. 13th, Rusty Wallace. 14th, Kurt Busch. 15th, Bill Elliott. 16th, Jimmy Spencer. 17th, Casey Atwood. Matt Kenseth comes home 18th. 19th is Scott Wimmer. And rounding out the top 20 is Terry Labonte. 21st, Michael Waltrip. 22nd, Johnny Benson. 23rd, Jeff Purvis. 24th, Elliott Sadler. 25th, Ricky Craven. 26th, Ward Burton. 27th, Jerry Nadeau. 28th, Ron Hornaday. 29th, Kenny Schrader. Rounding out the top 30 is Jamie McMurray. Words. 31st, Robbie Gordon. 32nd, Kyle Petty. 33rd, Jeff Green. 34th, Todd Hayes. 35th, Steve Park. 36 is Bobby Hamilton, 37th, Bernie Sanders, 38th, RJ Edwards, and 39th is Casey Kane. Rounding out the top 40 is Shane Hall. 41st is Tony Stewart, 42nd, Jeremy Mayfield, and rounding out the field is Greg Biffle, 43rd, last place. Biffle went out on lap 4, Mayfield lap 18, and Tony Stewart lap 19. After the incident between he and Mayfield, looks like Mayfield was already a lap down then. But yeah, unfortunate, he missed pit road and just calamity ensued. What else do we have? Let's see. Looks like I was definitely the last car on the lead lap. Did I actually lead any? I led 2 laps. How about that? 2 laps. I got a bonus points, or 5 bonus points for that. Leading 2 laps. Let's go ahead and get away from this track. Golly. Like I said, did not have a top 10 car, but definitely got a top 10 finish. And sometimes that's what it's all about. It's all about luck and being in the right place at the right time and making gambles when they need to be made. And that's part of why I shortened these races, so that I had the opportunity to make gambles like that, where I could stay out as long as absolutely possible. As you see, like, we've lost our sponsor, but that's because our contract was up and we only had 1 race left. So we'll start another sponsor after this. Let's go ahead and check out the standings. We have moved up to 21st, 438 points back. Let's go ahead and check out the points leader, which still should be Dale Earnhardt Jr. And yep, so he is 11 points ahead of second place Dale Jarrett. Jeff Gordon is in third, 28 back. Fourth, Kevin Harvick, 76 back. And rounding out the top 5 in points is Mark Martin with 100 points back. And rounding out the top 10 is Sterling Marlin, 250 points back. So let's go ahead and check out the awards for the week. The awards, the pole award goes to Mark Martin. Jeff Gordon led the most laps. Unfortunately didn't get the win. All charged up Rusty Wallace moved up the most spots. Kevin Harvick with the fastest pace. Ron Hornaday, the rookie of the race. And Jeff Burton with the most exciting pass in this race. So, interesting stuff. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Glad we got a good top 10 finish, because Martinsville is going to beat us to crap. But, and you guys will see that. I mean, we're just, without the handling, without the power, it's not going to be good for us. Although we may not finish as bad as we usually finish. We're probably going to finish last, but not as last. So we probably won't finish multiple laps down. So that's what I'm hoping for. But the goal is really to just survive the race next week. So if you like these videos, actually not next week. Next week is Good Friday. I'm sorry, next week is Easter Sunday. So if you like these videos, there are NASCAR races every Sunday except for, obviously, for holidays. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in a couple weeks at Martinsville.